Ready? Start. Madam Vice Chairman, the question of deficit financing has been raised in this House on several occasions. I am no financial or economic expert, but whatever common sense that I possess guides me in one direction, and it is this that it would be unscientific and uneconomic to put a ceiling on deficit financing as such. I do not see any sanctity attached to a ceiling to be fixed because if the production increases in the agricultural sector as well as in the industrial sector, there is no harm if deficit financing is resorted to. But if there is a shortfall in industrial or agricultural production, and even then, if purchasing power is pumped into the system, it may be that inflationary pressures might arise. But our past experience shows that even if we accept the various estimates that we made regarding the volume of deficit financing till today, which might have amounted to rupees 900 crores or more, in spite of a volume of expenditure of that nature, we do not see those pressures which can be called as alarming. In a developing economy, some rise in prices is going to be inevitable because whatever you might plan to spend may not produce immediate economic results. A project might take time to give you dividends. In that process, it is possible that for a certain period of time, there might be rise in prices. Our experience shows that the volume of deficit financing that was resorted to in the past has been absorbed in the economy, and if we step up our effort and increase production in the future, I do not see any necessity to put a ceiling on deficit financing as such. Para. Now, the resources which are required for running the administration have to be raised by the state in one or two ways. One of the ways is that the money which is required for current expenditure may be raised by taxation. The money which is needed for purposes of capital expenditure may be raised by borrowing. But if both these sources do not give us sufficient money to implement our program, then the government has no alternative but to resort to deficit financing. I would therefore suggest that efforts should be made to mobilize the savings of the people for development. I have been saying that there is surplus purchasing power in the rural areas. Stop.